Are you one of those people who kind of love enjoying, what am I trying to say here, like self-esteem? Like you want to read self-help books, something that's empowering, something that's going to help you be more positive? I'm guilty. I do it, I love it, and I'm all for it. However, it's all great, but what if I told you that you don't need to change absolutely anything at all? You are perfect the way you are, because your greatest weakness can actually be your greatest strength. There's a gentleman named David Rendall. He wrote a book called Freak Factor, Discovering Uniqueness by Flaunting Weakness. He's proof that you can succeed by being the person you are right now.
One of my friends introduced me for a talk one time. She said, Dave is proof that even your really bad kids can turn out okay, right? But I turned out okay not by overcoming the weaknesses that people told me I had. I turned out okay by amplifying the weaknesses that people told me to moderate and to eliminate, right?
So what do we need to do? Because society tries to tell us to be who we should be. What should we do?
We should do a few things. First of all, we should look for examples of people who've succeeded without doing what society has said, and it's really most of the people. Like, look at, I mean, we're here in Seattle, and you can see Bill Gates' house, right? He's one of the richest people on earth, and he dropped out of college. And then people go, but that's an exception. It doesn't matter if it's an exception. He didn't go to college and stay the whole time. His success isn't based on what he learned in college, and he probably didn't even need to finish high school. His success was learned by something he did extracurricularly, working with computers outside of school, starting a business, not going to college to learn how to start a business. And yet we teach people to get good grades in high school, go to college, get a good job. He dropped out of college and started his own business, and we don't teach people to do that. And when you tell someone, I'm going to start my own business, they go, that's risky. So a lot of those lessons, we sometimes tell kids, don't conform to society, but we really want them to conform to what we want and what we're telling them and what we prefer. And we tend to think of our outlook as good and right and best and things like that. So being willing to allow your kids to be themselves even when it makes you uncomfortable, even when it's disruptive to your life, even when it goes against potentially your idea of what good happens to be. I think that's one of the challenges of parenting, to say, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's bad.